respected judges. We are team Nirman from Project Construction Department, and our topic for discussion is NTPC SHRM. SHRM stands for Smart Human Resource Administration and Management through web page and mobile-based application that will emphasize on better management and retention of skilled labor for the success of all the projects inside NTPC. So this is my team members available with us. So apart from this PC, we are doing interdepartmental knowledge sharing presentations, and to cope up with the issues and to came out with the find solutions. And last year also we presented at regional level. So let us understand the three pillars of project management. We also name it iron triangle: time, cost, and scope. So we have to achieve the project deliverables and scope within time and cost. Moving ahead, we have NTPC Project Diamond philosophy that adds two additional things, that is quality and safety in it. So what is our NTPC target of 2032? Our target is to achieve 150 gigawatt installation capacity by 2032. In last 50 years, we have 84 gigawatt, and in another 7 years we have to add 66 gigawatt. A big challenge. 7 years, time is a major constraint to meet up. So to understand the time, what are the factors affecting the time? There are major 8 factors that affects the time schedule. Here, resource planning and mobilization is the main factor, that is all in the gray area. Remaining 7 factors are being taken care by dedicated department. Let us understand what resource planning and mobilization is. Total we have 5 major resources. You can see from this presentation, material, finance, logistics and TMPs are being taken care by the main contractor, but the manpower is the gray area. Here that is being managed by the sub-agency. And the mobilization of manpower at site is totally dependent on the mercy of the subcontractor. And this is least discussed area. And so this is manpower we understood. Why manpower? Because of this manpower, the pace of the project directly proportional to the productivity of the manpower, their skill level, their motivation level. And if we have 4 other resources, but no manpower, then project progress will be 0. To understand further, we did the survey at site for the workers and available vendors with us, and through a questionnaire we prepared, and we have this physical photographs and evidences with us. We came out with the 5 major pain points of the workers. Major 2 are basically high gate pass, wait period, and delay in the wages. Because of these 2 issues, workers are feeling very demotivated, and remaining are lack of basic facilities, lack of motivation due to no upskilling, and mercy of the PT contractors and mismatching the skill levels. We understand it, how these pain points of the workers are directly related with our project progress. So we faced 6 challenges. First one is low skilled workers. Because of this, we have the reworks and the unsafe conditions at site. Then we have poor augmentation because of limited resources, limited skills available with us, and the poor control because of multi-level contracting. Then we have unknown competencies because we don't have the records. And further we have complaints in RNC because of delay in the wage payment. And further gate pass system, this inefficient and lengthy process of claims. So I hand over to my colleague.
Thank you, sir. Sir, all these problems can be further classified into 2 broad categories: the problem with the worker management system and the problem with worker retention and upskilling. For worker management system, we have claims, which is an intranet-based system, and due to intranet-based system, it has limited access to the vendors. There is no dedicated IT support for it. No SOP or guidelines are present to how to use this system. The punch data is only used as access control, not for the tenders purpose. We have to depend on third-party workers so as to for gate pass generations, and we all very well know that how user-friendly it is. And due to involvement of multiple departments, there is high turnaround time. Also, due to poor data management, we don't have any knowledge on the competency and skill levels of the workers. Sir, can you propose something?
Yes, Sasan. Indeed, the current system is quite complex and tedious. So, we should migrate to an internet-based worker management system, which is user-friendly and it will be available 24/7. It should have a dedicated IT support and it should have a feature of direct wage payment in case the contractor defaults as per the actual attendance and minimum wages. Now, we have to also optimize the number of departments involved in the approval process, and it will help us reduce the turnaround time. And an additional feature should be the availability of data analytics so that we can have a better visualization and take remedial action.
Very well said, Subhasis. Meanwhile, we have taken consideration of your recommendations, and we are trying to develop a internet-based and app-based software called NTPC Sipat, which can communicate your whole recommendations where we can input the data of workers. Meanwhile, while we are developing this site, we have dedicated kiosks available at our projects, and we have deployed our engineers to work tirelessly and to enable workers to get process on timely manner.
Okay, sir. But what about the great problem of gate pass issuance? If we look from NTPC point of view, we issue the gate passes in 1 to 3 days. But the pre-clearance process, it takes around a week to process the. So in totality, it takes around 10 days. Isn't it unfair on the workers' part? Also, there are multiple steps, a total of 15 steps from beginning from worker document submission to collection of passes. Can we propose something for it, sir?
Yes, Hassan, rightly pointed out. Now, a lengthy duration for gate pass approval is not desirable from the worker's point of view. So, what we can do in our new system, we can add a feature of self-service that worker and sub-agency can directly feed their documents onto the mobile app, and from that mobile app, OCR-based document capture will happen. No manual input will be there, so our time can be saved there. And after the data is added, it is verified and sent to the EIC. The EIC will do the app-based clearance, and it will be done 24/7. No need to be present at plant, and it will be complemented by advanced biometric system at the gate. Also, the gate pass would involve the QR-based gate pass system so that we can have a profiling of the workers, plus we can have the safety violations which the worker has done, plus good works the EIC can consider.
Indeed, Subhasis, great recommendations. We have so the worker in some portal can just create a work ID with a selfie and just few clicks of relevant documents like Aadhaar card, PVC, PF, ESIC and so on. Once it is done, on the app itself, the subcontractor and the main contractor can raise a request to the relevant EIC, and the EIC can forward it anytime, 24/7. In case of leave, no matter it's a holiday, they can process a request. With this, we will be reducing 53% of lead time in data gate pass processing, and then it will go directly to the CISF, where they don't have to wait for the CISF commandant to sign it. Rather, we will use our digital signature of CISF and process a gate pass to the worker. And Sasan, to your point of the number of steps, like you mentioned, yes, there are more than 15 steps. So we can curtail down these steps to only 8 steps, where the step 1 starts with the worker itself, where he is empowered to create his own ID. And further, the sub-agency and main contractor will be passing on the request to the EIC, and EIC will pass it to the medical. Once the medical is done, it won't go to HR or safety, because for HR, for document verification, our OCR and AI will be already verifying the documents, so it will go to CISF. CISF in return will give the gate pass for 2 days for the worker. Within the 2 days, the worker's responsibility will be to get a safety induction. After the safety induction is done, he will get a permanent gate pass. These are some of the snapshots of this Shram portal.
Very well said, sir. But what about the issue of delayed wage payments? We often see that even after multiple follow-ups, the wage payment to the workers are paid by mid of the month, and in many cases, the workers are paid at the end of the month, and which results in delays in HR clearance, which impacts the RAB processing, and which impacts the cash flow. Also, many times the workers complain that they are underpaid due to discrepancies in attendance records. Also, their statutory benefits like PF contribution and ESIC contributions are not fully done. Also, no payslip is being provided to these workers, so risk of forgery is there. Due to poor data management, we often encounter RSC complaints and IR issues. Also, because of this, the attrition rate is very high in plants. Sir, can we do something about this?
So, the delay in wage payment is a major hindrance to the project success. So, to meet the company's expectation, to complete the wage cycle by 7th of every month, our new system will incorporate that every 25th of every month, an auto wage sheet will be generated in the Scrum portal based on the actual attendance and the minimum wage. And the auto mail will be triggered to all the stakeholders. So the next step is the agency will get 2 to 3 days of time to verify the details and update if required. And then it will be forwarded to the main contractor and EIC for clearances. Then on 30th, a worker pay slip will be generated through which a culture of transparency will be started, and the worker can directly approach to the agency in case of any grievances and redressal. So by 7th, the agency has to pay. And by 8 to 10, the payment document updation will be done, and it will be also OCR validated. And by 10th, HR clearance certificate will be issued to the main contractor maintaining their cash flow.
Sir, what if the agency fails to do the wage payment?
Well, Sasank, you are right. Most of the cases our agency has been defaulting with time. So if any agency defaults, the attendance will be updated by the main contractor. If the main contractor defaults, the slum attendance will be auto-referred and the EIC can go ahead to process the pay slip. Once the pay slips are processed, the wage sheet will be freezed. During the upcoming 10 days, 2 works will be done. An auto legal vetted reminder will be sent to all main contractors and subcontractors regarding the payments to be done, whereas the EIC will take a dedicated direct payment approval from competent authority, which he can upload it into some portal and initiate a wage payment. So by 10th, we will be able to disperse wage payments through escrow account, and hence we will get a SRP.
Now, coming to the second major problem, that is worker retention and upskilling. We often see that the sites lack basic facilities such as drinking water and sanitation facilities. Medical facilities are poor at site. The workers are highly demotivated due to conditions, and also we don't have any idea on their skills and competency levels. Sir, are we doing something about it?
Right, Sasan. Actually, upskilling is the need of the hour. Upskilling helps us to reduce the reworks at site, the unsafe condition at site, and need for increased supervision is also reduced. So what we can do, we can establish a worker upskilling center under RLI or the project department, and it will cater the demand of both existing manpower and new manpower if they are interested. So both the manpower will get a dedicated I-card, and it is recognized PAN NTPC, and it will eradicate through this I-card, it will eradicate the need to go for a fresh gate pass process, and they can directly enroll into any of the NTPCs through this I-card. It will also curtail unauthorized work for upskilling that is going on inside the plant, like helpers doing the welding activities to upskill themselves. Now also a worker pool is created. Through this worker pool, agency may also contact the workers directly to meet the plant needs. Now to increase the workforce motivation, these all things are required. We have surveyed the workers like in dedicated accommodation, medical facilities, basic facilities like water sanitation, free conveyance, company sponsored meals for workers, and as a stress relief measure, we feel that sports and other recreational activities must be done. And a new initiative like we penalize the workers for any safety violation. If they do any good work, we can have the ability to provide them positive ratings. These are some of the project department efforts. Like we have developed labor colonies in Janji village, and STPs are installed to maintain hygiene, dedicated cash for worker registration. However, these are the areas of improvement, like conveyance is still done in a very old-fashioned manner and it needs to be formalized. And free meals, some tie-ups should be done, like Akshay Patra Foundation, and it is being done in our competitors like Adani. And OPD services to workers may be explored inside the plant premises.
Very well, Subhasis and Sasank. If we are able to implement this portal and get the benefits to the workers, then we can very well streamline the onboarding process of workers and minimize human intervention by 80%. Simultaneously, we will be creating a skilled worker pool, which we can use at Sipat and other sites. It will also help us to get a faster gate pass processing system, where the time cycle can be reduced by 67%, and we'll be having workers who are ready for work on this very same day. timely wage payment can be done through escrow account, which will improve our credibility and will help us improve high retention rate of workers. It is highly scalable and impactful not only at NTPC but also in O&M and can be replicated in pan NTPC. Further, the worker credibility can be improved and can attract higher skilled workers at site and will help them get work dignity at site. We have numerous projects lined up to 2032 to meet our target 150 gigawatt. So, at a peak period, we will be having a lot of skilled workers, which we will be having an option whether to go to private or NTPC after the completion of Sipat maybe, say. So, with the help of this term and with our benefits, we can easily guide them to other projects as there won't be any time lags due to gateway processing and for the benefit we have. Thank you.